Hey guys, Danny here. Today we are looking at the SQ12 mini action DV camera. Look at the size of this thing, it's tiny. Fits straight in my pocket. Stay tuned. I bought this from GearBest for £10.50 and that included free shipping. If you'd like to buy this product, check my link in the description. This is a mini action camera. It's capable of recording 180p 30 frames a second, although I'm pretty sure this is upscaled from 720p. It also records audio, of course. You can use this as a webcam. It also comes with a little mount. It has a night vision mode as well as motion detection. This thing's pretty cool. So stay tuned for the rest of the video. I'm going to be unboxing this. I'll be showing you the setup and I'll also be doing some video samples for you. Let's get straight to it. Okay, let's take a look and see what we've got in the box. We have the camera itself. Wow, this thing is tiny. I like the feel of it already. It's got kind of like a soft rubber feel. That is really nice, and it's really ultra light. Hardly any weight to it. We've also got a little mount for the camera. This little clip is part of the mount as well. And of course we have our power cable. This is a multi-cable, so you can use this to plug into a TV according to the manual. You also have standard USB one end, and this end, I'm not entirely sure what connection this is. I haven't seen this before. I'm sure some of you will probably be able to tell me, but it's not micro USB, so just bear that in mind. It's actually smaller than micro USB, but it does plug into the camera fine, and I've been able to transfer files over to my computer no problem. You can also use this cable to use the device as a webcam. So the manual is in English and in Chinese. The English translation is a little bit sketchy, but it is readable. So we're going to plug this in and charge it up using the cable supplied. I'm going to use my power bank. When the device is charging, the LED will flash red. When it's fully charged, you'll have a solid red light. Using the cable supplied with the device, you can charge and also record at the same time. According to the manual, you can also hook this up to a TV. Okay, the camera has quite a few different modes, so I'm going to show you how to get into them. To turn the device on, you hold down the power button. So if you turn the device on and you don't have a micro SD card inserted, the blue light will flash. Now I'm going to pop in a micro SD card. I'm using a 16 gig card, but it does say in the manual it takes a 32 gig or up to. The SD card slots in. It doesn't click, but it does feel fairly secure. It doesn't wobble or move or feel like it's going to fall out. When you turn the device on, you'll see a blue LED. This means you're in 720p recording mode. If you hit the power button, the LED will flash and turn off. That means you're recording. If we hit the button again, this will stop recording. If we hit the M button for mode, we then see a blue and a red LED. This means we are in 180p recording mode. So again, if we hit the power button, these lights will flash and then turn off. That means we're recording. Then if we hit the button again, the recording stops, the light comes back on. If we hit mode one more time, we get a red light. This is for taking photos. If we hit the power button, we take a photo. And there you go. If you hit mode again, you go back into 720p recording. To get into infrared mode or night mode, we simply hold the power button for 2 seconds and we get a flash, and you'll see these little lights on the front come on. Then to exit this mode, we do the same thing. I'm now going to do a audio and video test in 180p for you. Hi, this is Danny from The D Show. This is a audio and video test. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. This is 180p at 30 frames a second. So I've kind of bodged this a little bit, but I've clipped this onto the side of my phone holder in my car, and I'll see how the footage turns out. As you can hear, the audio quality isn't great, but considering I've mounted this camera just using a clip, it will be shaking around during me driving, so that's why the audio quality isn't great. And there's also a substantial amount of noise in a car, so the audio quality isn't great when you're driving. But if you was to be using this for a dash cam, it would definitely suffice. The video quality isn't too bad, the frame rate is okay too. I'm pretty impressed with that overall. I have attached the camera to my drone, and we're now going to take it for a little flight test. I had to remove the audio in this part of the video because it was inaudible. It was just really loud noise coming from the motors. Again, this footage I think it was really good quality for the size and price of this camera. It's really not that bad. The frame rate is also holding up not too bad. You can see even when I take the drone on pretty high flight speeds, the camera holds up fairly well. It doesn't adjust brilliantly to change of light, but it is better than the previous version of this camera that I used. This is a good use for these cameras, attaching them to a drone. I'm using this on a Vizio drone, which is not designed really to carry any weight, but considering the camera is so light, the drone doesn't have any problems. I will put a suggestion in the video if you'd like to see my review video of it. Here is some footage of me skipping. I really like the field of view on this camera. The frame rate again isn't too bad. It seems to be keeping up with this video fairly well. It is lagging behind a little bit with the rope. This is where you would need 60 frames a second to get some smoother video, but again, I was pretty impressed with the quality. You've got quite bright sky in the background and then a lower light towards the bottom of the video, and the camera seems to handle this fairly well. I'm again pleasantly surprised by the quality of this camera. It's varying reasonably well. So next we are going to move on to some video footage of me walking around with the camera and just doing a couple of close-up shots. I also wanted to see how much shake there would be in the video of me just walking around and holding it. This turned out better than expected. When I got close up to things, it didn't go really badly out of focus or anything like that. This is not really a highly detailed camera, so you're not really going to be using this for close-up shots. At least I wouldn't recommend it. But the color quality is not too bad. It's a little bit dull and a little bit washed out, but considering this was on a really overcast day and there was hardly any light, again I was fairly impressed with the quality. I'm now going to do a low light night vision test. So the night vision is turned off at the moment. You should be able to hear me, but you might not be able to see me as I'm in a dark room. I'm now going to turn on the night vision. I now have the night vision turned on, so hopefully you can see me a bit better and it's working. This room is not pitch black, but it's pretty dark. There's a window over in the corner here and there is a small amount of light coming through, but other than that it is pretty dark, so hopefully having this night vision on should make a difference on the video. To use the device as a webcam, plug it into your computer using the cable. It will pop up as if you're transferring files off of it. Then simply turn the camera on, holding the power button while it's plugged in, and you'll see this little message pop up in the bottom right corner if you're running Windows 10, and it will install the appropriate drivers. Then to test it, I just went to the camera app inside of Windows 10, and as you can see, it worked great. It's perfectly good enough quality for making some general Skype calls or just using as a general webcam. Really nice. Here are some pictures. The quality was as I would expect for this camera. They weren't too bad. Overall, I really like this product. I think this is the most refined version of this camera. There have been several versions before it, but this one I definitely think is the best. My single favorite feature is the wider field of view. This makes this more akin to an action camera such as a GoPro. It's not the same quality, but I like The field of view, it enables you to capture much more footage and it feels much more like an actual action camera. The battery life might be a problem for some of you, but it's fairly impressive for its size, I think. The pictures it takes are okay. I think the video is better. For the price point, I think this camera is really impressive and really worth buying. If you have some uses you're thinking of using this for, I think it's hard to go wrong, especially for the price point. I like the look of this camera. I think it's the best looking one they have released. The feel of it is nice. It feels fairly durable. I have dropped this a couple of times at a low height and it's been fine. The night vision mode works fairly well at close range. It's a little bit gimmicky, but it's fun to use nonetheless. The audio quality was also good and impressed me. Having two buttons on the top does make the camera a little bit finicky to control. Once you get used to it, it's really easy. So I would definitely recommend this product if it's going to be used in the right circumstances. If this is something you was thinking of buying, I would definitely give it a thumbs up. I haven't had any problems myself. Again, if you want to buy this product, the link is in the description. I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing for more videos like this one, and I will see you in the next one.